Good morning, guys. As you can see, I'm working on my Christmas cards that's got to go out. Each one of these that I get are individually wrapped in their own little plastic pockets. They each have their own little plastic things. But anyway, enough about that. No need talking about Christmas whenever Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And it always seems like with Thanksgiving so close, or Christmas so close, we just kind of forget about Thanksgiving. The only thing we think about is the food. Oh, look at my little turkey that I got as a gift for Thanksgiving. And I think I want to put a video in. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking about my Thanksgiving as a kid, and I can remember back, I was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old. We lived in Pea Ridge, Arkansas. It was early 60s. We lived in a one-room cabin. Well, actually, it was 2 rooms because when you walked in the front door, it was just one giant room. Then you went through a door, and there was a room back there. It was probably 8 feet wide, and then it was probably, I don't know, 14 to 20 feet long, and that's where the kitchen was back there. Of course, there was no inside toilet. We had an outside bathroom. And I remember that I don't remember having turkey for Thanksgiving back in those days, but we raised chickens, and I can remember there was only about 5 kids at home, 4 or 5 at that time. I was a little bitty, 4 or 5 years old. And I remember my mom would kill the chickens, and I was just in shock as a kid because she'd grab those chickens by the head and she'd sit there and swing them around and jerk them like that, and the body'd go flying one way, and she'd take a bucket and throw the head in it. And then when the chicken quit flapping, she'd dip that chicken in scalding hot water and then bring it over to us kids, and it was our jobs to pluck the feathers off while she killed them. And that's how we got our Thanksgiving dinner back in the day. I remember one time my mom was splitting wood, and she had her foot up on a log and had another log on it, and she went down like that and split right through her big toe with that axe. Ended up having to go to the hospital and get stitches. We didn't have a car. We depended on the neighbors and stuff like that did have cars. Not a lot of people had cars back then, out where we lived in the country. But my dad worked at a feather plant. They made feather pillows and feather beds and stuff like that, and my dad worked in the feather plant. And he would have to walk. He'd get up early in the morning. That's what started my mom and dad drinking instant coffee, because it was quicker for her to make him a cup of instant coffee so he could drink it and get on the road to work. Because he had to get up a couple of hours before having to go to work, because he walked 12 miles one way to work and walked 12 miles back home every day when he couldn't get a ride. But anyway, that's how we got our Thanksgiving dinner, was Mom killing chickens and the rest of us plucked and cleaned them. Anyway, I'd like to do a tag for everybody out there that watches this and everybody I'm sub to, and even those that I'm not sub to. I would like for you to make a video on the one major thing that you are thankful for this Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you won't do it, but it's worth a try. Because I have to tell you, my one major thing that I'm thankful for is YouTube. I've met a lot of new friends on there, a lot of just totally awesome people. I mean, awesome people. And I know that I'm getting to where I'm letting Duke kind of take over my channel, but people do like Duke. And I've opened a new account with another video streaming deal, and we're going to see how that goes, because I'd like to get Duke out there a little more. And one thing I can say is that when I need some kind of props or anything to do with filming a video with Duke, which I've got a lot of Christmas stuff coming up with Duke, that people in my community and family, they break their backs to help me get the stuff to do the videos for Duke, because they can't wait to see what's next. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm glad that everybody loves Duke. I love Duke. I just don't want him to know it. But anyway, that's my tag challenge for everyone watching, or even ones not watching. I want you to make a video of what you're thankful for this year. It can only be one item. And like I said, I'm thankful for YouTube. I love each and every one of you. Even the ones that keep unsubscribing to me as soon as I subscribe to them. Which actually, you guys should be ashamed of doing that, because you're ruining the YouTube community by doing that. You make us feel less than zero when you do that crap. I mean, you make it feel like we're not worth it. You know, as long as you get us to subscribe to you and you raise your number, that's all you care. But anyway, we're going to get off that. I don't want to argue about that, because 2 more ladies did it to me again yesterday. As soon as I subscribed to them, they went through and unsubscribed to me. But luckily this time I caught both of them and I unsubscribed to them. I've even had people come back and subscribe to me again that I didn't know had even unsubscribed to me. Oh well. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have a big dinner. And I hope you overstuff yourself. You know, and I'm one of those kinds that to get to the dessert, I'll pass up the dinner if I have to. I think this year I'm going to do a pork roast. Because I'm going to have turkey more than likely for Christmas. So, and I don't want to have turkey for Thanksgiving and then turkey for Christmas, and then I'm going to end up having all these leftovers, so I'll end up having turkey on New Year's night. So I figured I'd mix it up a little bit this year. And I'm going to try to find a good recipe to make the leather britches green beans. I'm going to try those this year, so we'll see. But anyway, coffee. The best start of the day. Guys, you have a great day, because I got to try to keep this short because I'm a talker. And I can sit here for hours and talk about anything and everything on the planet. So I have a mirror behind my camera that watches the time, so I can see the time, watch the time, and I'm trying to keep them short, because me yakking on and on and on and on just doesn't do it. I can't wait till spring. I'm going to put in a lot bigger garden this year too, or next year I should say. Next spring I'm going to be putting in a bigger garden. I'm going to try to grow a few things that I haven't tried before. And a lot of it is because I've been watching some of these channels and I'm impressed with some stuff that you guys plant that actually are really great. So I thought some of them I'd give a try. Because usually I just put in tomatoes, cucumbers, spaghetti squash, watermelon, cantaloupe, stuff like that. I tried bell peppers one time. They didn't work out for me, so I didn't do those again. I've never tried lettuce or anything like that. But this year I'm going to try a lot of different things after watching you guys. Seeing your gardens and stuff just really made me jealous. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you, whether you know it or not. And that's the truth. Yakety talk. See you later, guys.